Hi there, I am so excited for you to take action to legally protect your business. I am Amira, the founder of asofguru.com, and as a very special thank you, I have a limited one-time opportunity for you that's not available any other time. This is the only time you will ever see this offer. So let's talk about this offer, which is going to blow your mind. And if you don't take advantage of it right now, I promise you, you're gonna regret it because I do not offer my legal templates at this low price ever. This is the only opportunity that you have. So how would you like to grab any one of my legal templates from my best-selling VIP legal bundle and add it to your order 50% off? That is a ridiculous and an insane discount that you don't want to miss. So all of these templates that you see below are available to my VIP legal bundle customers, but you get this opportunity to grab any one of them and add it to your order 50% off. Now, to make the decision-making process super easy and fast for you, I'm going to briefly walk you through all of these templates that you see in the order of importance, that which ones are really significant and why you need them. So I'm gonna have my list right here that I'm gonna walk you through one by one. So definitely pay attention because these templates are really important. As I mentioned, these are my best-selling legal templates. They come in my VIP legal bundle. So let's start with the very first one that is extremely popular. If you ever want to use someone's name, their images, their photos, photos, their videos or their audios for, let's say, a podcast that you have, then what you're gonna need is a release from the other person. In other words, giving you permission to be able to use all of these things, which we call intellectual property of the other person, in your business legally. And in order to do that, you would need what's called a media release agreement. So that is one of the really popular templates that you will see below. You can add it to your order 50% off. And one more thing I forgot to mention is that these templates that you see down below, they sell from anywhere from $100 to $150 and even more. And I know that I'm going to increase the prices for sure. So you don't want to miss this opportunity. So that's the first one, okay? And you can easily add this media release agreement in your terms and conditions on your website and have your customers click to accept them, giving you permission to be able to use their name, their testimonials, their videos, and all of that helpful stuff in your business marketing legally. Now let's talk about the second template. So I have what's called the LLC operating agreement. So if your business is an LLC, meaning a limited liability company, then this is an operating agreement that outlines how your LLC is being run, how it's managed, and it also serves as evidence that your LLC is indeed separate from your personal assets, therefore maintaining the shield of protection for which you filed the LLC in the first place. So if you have formed an LLC or if you haven't formed an LLC, either way, in both situations, you're going to need this LLC operating agreement because without it, you have no legal leg to stand on. You cannot prove that your LLC is indeed separate from your business assets. And God forbid you ever get audited or run into a legal problem or a lawsuit, the first thing you would be asked to present is this operating agreement. So you can get this template, once again, 50% off if you just click below and add it to your order. So now let's talk about the third really popular legal template. So this third template below is really near and dear to my heart because I wish my dad had this template when he was working in his business and hiring a freelancer to help grow his business. And I wasn't a lawyer yet. Otherwise, obviously, we could have prevented a $90,000 lawsuit for which he got sued because he didn't use a freelance contract with the person that he had hired. So this is the template I'm talking about. It's called a freelance contract. You may have heard of it as an independent contractor agreement. And now working as a lawyer for over a decade, I have seen so many business owners and freelancers both getting into legal trouble because they don't use a proper contract. Like I said, if I could go back in time, this is the reason I became a lawyer, because I watched my dad make this legal mistake, which was very very devastating for us as a family. We lost $90,000 and the lawsuit was massive. It lasted an entire year. So if you're ever thinking about hiring anyone in your business, whether a virtual assistant or any kind of, freelancer to help grow your business, or you are a freelancer yourself, you both are going to need this. Trust me, you're going to need this freelance contract to protect yourself and your business, and to make sure that both you and the freelancer are on the same page. So grab this template as well. And all of these templates that I'm mentioning below, you can obviously check them out in my legal store, but this is the best time right now for me to give you a good overview of all of them, to really make sure that you are protected and that you can take this opportunity to add them to your order. All right, so now let's talk about the number 4 template. That one is called sponsorship agreement or sponsor post contract. So anytime you're going to get paid to create sponsored content, let's say you work with brands to create a content on Instagram or create a YouTube video or Facebook video, and you're getting paid for it, or even to write a blog post. And I've done all of these where brands have paid me. In all of these situations, you always want to protect yourself with a proper sponsored post contract that outlines the scope of work that you're going to do for the brand, as well as the payment structure, as well as the timelines and how long you're going to keep this content. And all of these important things are done for you in this template, because I myself work on sponsored content as an entrepreneur. So I've thought of every single thing that you would need, and it's all included. And you get tons of bonuses, by the way, as well with this template. So simply make sure to start using this contract whenever you're working with brands to get paid. So now let's talk about the next contract template that you will see below, and that one is called an affiliate agreement or affiliate terms and conditions. I personally use this template for my own affiliate program, and if you ever decide to have an affiliate program for your products or services, let's say you sell courses or ebooks or anything, and you have affiliates that are promoting those products for you, then you will definitely need this affiliate terms and conditions, because under the Federal Trade Commission rules, I have seen a lot of affiliates getting in trouble, as well as the affiliate marketers getting in trouble. Both of them on a regular basis. The Federal Trade Commission audits and fines people who are not making sure that they have these appropriate terms and conditions, and then you have a legal obligation to make sure that the affiliates that are promoting your product are doing it within the rules, right? So you have this agreement that outlines the payment, once again, the commissions, what the cookie period is, how much you're going to pay your affiliates, and when are you going to make those payments, and how they can use your images and intellectual property. You want to make sure that they don't misuse anything in their marketing. So all of these important things, once again, are done for you, and you can add this template to your order 50% off as well. All right, so the next template I want to talk about, and this one is really, really important for my blogger friends, because if you follow me on Instagram, you may have already heard the story that I shared not too long ago, where I talked about how a blogger got into a lot of trouble and lost money with guest posts. So what she did was she published a guest post that she received for absolutely free, and then a few months later, she got threatened to be sued by a third party, claiming that the guest post that is now appearing on her website has copyright violations. So this is a very, very common issue that people don't think about until after the fact. So you don't want to make that mistake where you just grab and publish any guest post that you receive on your site. You want to make sure that you have a proper guest blogger agreement with the person who's providing the guest post to you, like the guest blogger or the guest writer. And this agreement clearly outlines the fact that the content will be copyright free. Also, the fact that they indemnify you for any claims made by third parties, such as in this case. So also keep in mind, guys, that I am an entrepreneur just like you. So all of these templates that I am talking about, I personally use them myself to protect my own business. So I regularly publish guest posts, right? So I know exactly the guest post guidelines that you should have, also what kind of important legal stuff that must be included in this guest blogger agreement to prevent these kinds of lawsuits and these kinds of legal issues. So I've already done all the work for you, and no guest post gets published on my website without this agreement being accepted. And it's so easy to post this agreement on your site, have it electronically accepted by the guest writer or the blogger who's providing the content to you. And trust me, it just gives you so much peace of mind, because that example that I shared where the blogger lost so much money and so much time, and you don't want to be falling into that kind of a legal jam. So make sure to add this particular template to your order if you are accepting guest posts, or if you're ever thinking about accepting guest posts in the future to increase your website traffic. Now, the next legal contract template that I want to talk about is something that is extremely important for any business owner, and every business owner needs this template. And that is because you want to always make sure that your business secrets, your trade information, your proprietary information, your business data, all of that important stuff that you work so hard to create, and that it's protected, especially when you're working with other people and you're sharing your business information. For example, let's say you're hiring a virtual assistant and you're giving them access to the back end of your business. You have a legal obligation to make sure that that virtual assistant is not going to misuse that information, share it with a competitor, or even use that information to their own advantage and become your competitor. This is a true story that happened to one of the business owners that I know, who didn't use a confidentiality agreement with the virtual assistant that he hired. And then a few months later, once the virtual assistant learned all the ins and outs of his business, guess what? She took and stole all that information and basically became a competitor to him. So you don't want to ever run into this issue. Whenever I hire anyone in my business, I always make sure that I have a freelance contract template as well as a confidentiality agreement signed. And anytime, and I'm sure you're not new to this agreement, it's called a confidentiality agreement or a non-disclosure agreement. Anytime you have ever worked a job, they have made you sign this as part of your employment paperwork, because no employer is going to share all their business tools, resources with you without that security or peace of mind that you're not going to misuse that information, or you're not going to just steal their information to your advantage. Okay, so this is a really, really important contract template that you're going to need anytime that you're working with clients, anytime you're doing joint ventures, collaborations, or basically in any situation where you're in a place where you're sharing your business information, whether it's the people that you hire or anyone else that you work with. So you can add this template 50% off to your order today as well. All right, so the next template that you see below is a coaching agreement. And this one, if you are a coach, I don't even have to explain it to you that why this agreement is essential for your coaching business, whether you are working one-on-one or whether you're providing group coaching. In both of these scenarios, as a coach, you take on a lot of legal liability because you're advising people, you're guiding them, you're mentoring them. So you have to protect yourself with proper coaching disclaimers to limit your legal liability so that the client doesn't rely on that information that you're sharing with them and comes after you for legal damages. And this happens all the time. I know so many coaches who have gotten into all kinds of legal trouble. They've had to refund thousands of dollars for their services because a client threatened to sue them, or if a client suffered a negative consequence because of their coaching advice, then once again they got into a lot of legal trouble and lost money. So make sure to use this coaching agreement if you are a coach or going to be providing any kind of services. All right, the last template I want to talk about is called a giveaway template or a sweepstakes template. If you're ever thinking about running a giveaway, this is the template that you absolutely need. And I want to let you know that business owners have actually paid me $1,000 or more as a lawyer to custom write these giveaway terms for their particular business, because there are actual legal rules to giveaways that you may not be aware of that you have to follow. You have to let the people who are participating in the giveaway, you have to post appropriate, terms and conditions, following the legal rules and letting them know how the giveaway is going to be run, what are the dates, and also like how you would select the winner, what would be the prizes, what are the deadlines, all of these important things that you forget about, that you may not even know about. But all of this is done for you in this giveaway template that I put together, which you can easily use to add them onto your site if you're ever thinking about giveaways, and which are a great way to get free traffic to your site. It builds excitement for your brand. And once again, every single template that we talked about today, people have actually paid me, if you hire me, to custom write them for your particular business, which you're welcome to do by visiting the services page on my site. But keep in mind, depending on the complexity, it could take you easily $500 to $1,000 or more for one particular contract. So do you see what an insane discount you're getting right now by grabbing any of these templates and adding them to your order? You get the professional lawyer level protection, but you don't have to pay thousands of dollars. So this is really a steal and a no-brainer deal. So make sure to look through the templates and add the one that you want for your particular business to your order right now. And I can't wait to see you on the other side. Thank you so much for your love and support, and I will see you next time.